This segment is sponsored by Capital Caring Health. It's never easy coping with illness or loss, especially when it happens to someone you love. That's why Capital Caring Health provides grief support services to address those needs. Here to tell us more about the services provided is Steve Cohn from Capital Caring Health. Welcome back. Great to see you,
Thanks,
Steve.
Eileen. Great to be with you today.
Great
and
to see you.
Talk about this really wonderful hospice benefit that most people don't know about.
Yeah.
And for instance, when a patient in our care dies, this is cherry blossom.
Yes, we all have it, the
Pollen.
cherry blossom cough, yeah.
When the patient dies, we provide free grief counseling for every family member who wants it, which can last up to a year or more.
Oh, wow.
And often they have no place else to turn for grief counseling because mental health professionals are overworked these days. Sometimes there are weeks and months to be able to see them, and they charge fees because they have to. We provide free grief counseling at no charge, and for families immediately after the patient passes away.
Wow, that's a great service. We know that you provide tremendous care for patients in hospice, but this is a really important aspect that we don't always think about. And of course, there's a lot going on when a patient dies, and grief counseling is something, again, a lot of people just don't realize they have access to this care. Now, who is eligible through Capital Health to receive that?
Anywhere from a young child to an older adult like me.
Okay.
And anyone in the community is eligible. So it's not just patient families. We provide grief counseling, comprehensive grief counseling for individuals, for families, for anyone living in our service area, which we call the DMV.
Okay, and I think you said free, but remind me, are there fees? Is there a waiting list for this?
It's totally free.
Okay.
And our counselors are specially trained, some for providing this grief counseling for children. As a matter of fact, this summer, like we normally do, we have a overnight camp for children in the DMV who have suffered a loss of a sibling, a parent, a grandparent, a close friend. Just another example of our mission to make sure people understand that we can counsel them based upon a loss they've had, which always affects people, and we care for them as long as necessary.
Wow. So it's free for people to receive this care, but and insurances sometimes don't cover this.
Insurance never covers it.
Never. So how is this paid for?
We rely upon generous folks to give us donations. And by the way, that's been happening, since we started almost 50 years ago. So,
wow.
And grief counseling is part of the comprehensive hospice benefit that not-for-profit hospices provide all over the nation, not just here. So our sister organizations do it as well.
Okay, excellent. So as you mentioned, it's really catered. So you have different counselors for children, different counselors for adults, but it's open to everybody.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I wish people knew about it, which is why we're talking today. They don't have to suffer alone. We're always there for them.
That's a great message. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. For you to receive more information on how Capital Caring Health can help you and your family, visit capitalcaringhealth.org, or you can call their support line at 844-447-4383.